Label the Petri dishes and inserting the paper towels on each Petri dish. Inserting 10 beans on each dish, shaking the dish to spread the beans. Closing the dish. Cleaning the cylinder with distilled water before experiment. Weighing the graduate cylinder on the scale and placing 1 gram of salt. Remove the graduate cylinder and place or insert distilled water into the cylinder along with the salt. Now I am making sure that is about 25 ml that needs to be added. With the salt. Now grab the straw and start shaking until it dissolves, until the salt is dissolved. And now the salt is been dissolved. After it is been dissolved with the distilled water, we will be pouring the salt and the distilled water into an 100 ml beaker, as I am showing in this video. Now grabbing the straw and shaking the beaker, and this will be the continuing of the experiment. After the stirring, I will be grabbing the graduate cylinder and measuring 10 ml for the 2% saline solution. Okay, now I am grabbing the graduate cylinder and I will be placing 7.5 ml of the 2% saline solution and the distilled water of 2.5 ml, reaching at 10 ml to be poured into the 1.5%. So now I have the dish and I pour the 1.5 or the 10 ml saline solution. Now I am grabbing the graduate cylinder and cleaning it with the distilled water. Now I am pouring 2.5 ml of the saline solution, and I will be pouring 7.5 ml of the distilled water. Once all is measured, I will be pouring the whole 10 ml into the 0.5 Petri dish. Again, grabbing the cylinder, cleaning it with the distilled water. Now I am pouring for the 0.5%, 2.5 ml, and I will be adding 7.5 of distilled water. Just gotta make sure I have the correct amount. Now I have the correct amount. And I will be grabbing the dish and placing the solution into this dish. Closing it, doing everything again, which will be cleaning the cylinder with the distilled water. Since this will be the 0%, I am making sure that I'm adding distilled water 10 ml and placing it into the dish. Closing the dish. Now I will be cleaning again the cylinder and writing my numbers as I have completed the experiment. These ones are day 1 and 2. I've noticed that the beans are growing and I noticed that there is a smell. By weighing it, I noticed that they're all 23 grams. Some of them are 21, which are lower than the rest, but the beans are growing. This is day 3. I will be adding a little bit more of distilled water. Again, there is no progress besides the weight, which the weight I noticed that is growing or is a little bit higher than the previous 2 days. But again, the beans are growing, and we will wait till day 4. So the beans are growing. It does seem that this is day 4 and they are weighing the same every single dish with all the beans. So for question 1, the answer will be 21.1 grams. For question number 2, it will be 25.4 grams. For question number 3, number 1 will be not enough water. Number 2 will be toxic. And number 3 will be chemicals. For question 4, it will be because you are able to see how the seeds are growing and identifying the smell. Question number 5 will be use of natural ingredients, not using chemicals, and do not use anything toxic to increase the growth rapidly. 6 will be because, again, you are using chemicals which might be risking your life or health.